Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite silly stories for kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no. Pimpin!
One day, Benji, Judah, and Josie were all at the pool. They were very excited. They loved the pool. It was one of their most favourite places to play. As they raced in the door, they looked at the beautiful water. They ran across to the change rooms and quickly got changed. And as they came back out, Benji was running across the pool area, getting ready to jump into the pool. He got to the edge of the pool and jumped. "Wait," said Judah. As Benji jumped, they realised something was horribly wrong. There was no water in the pool. Ah! Pfft. Benji landed on the bottom of the pool. "Where's the water?" he said. "I don't know," said Judah. Josie looked around very confused. "This is very strange," said Benji. "I swear it was here when we came inside." "It was," said Judah. "It definitely was." "Hey, I can see a little bit of water still trickling away," said Josie. They looked and followed it. The water trickled through the middle of the pool all the way to a tile in the middle that looked a little bit different. Said Judah as he looked at the tile very, very closely. "There's something different about this one," he said. "I wonder what it is," said Benji. Josie reached down and pressed it, and as she did, a hole opened up in the bottom of the pool. They looked down. There was colourful lights inside. "I wonder what it is," said Benji. "I don't know," said Josie. "I'm going in. We need to find that water," said Judah, as he jumped and went straight down the hole. "Whoa!" "Oh, well, I guess we better follow him," said Benji. He jumped in as well. "Whoa!" Josie looked around and smiled. "Oh, well," she said, as she jumped in after her brothers. Whoosh! The three kids slid down a short tunnel until they reached another chamber. "What is this?" said Benji. "I don't know," said Judah. They looked around, and as they were looking, they heard some voices. "What was that?" said Benji. "It sounded like it was coming from over here," said Judah. They raced across to the other side of the chamber and realised there was some kind of water slide that went directly past where they were. And going down the water slide was a whole bunch of seals. Whoopee! Yahoo! "Yeah!" Benji reached out and grabbed one of the seals that was going down the water slide and pulled him off. "Whoa!" said the seal. Excuse me," he said. Why'd you pull me off the slide?" I'm just trying to understand what's going on here," said Benji. "Well, it's the big water slide competition, of course," said the seal. "The big water slide competition," said Judah. "Yeah, once a year, all the seals get together and we get this special water from somewhere and use it for a very special water slide. Then we have all kinds of events. We have races and tricks, and last of all, we have the 3-person combined race." "Oh," said Judah. Can we try the water slide?" "Yeah," said the seal. "Follow me." He ran back across to where the slide was and jumped on. "Keep your legs together," he said. "Okay." Benji jumped in after him. "Whoa!" said Benji as he shot down the slide. "Me next," said Josie. She jumped on. "Wait for me," said Judah as he jumped in as well. The three kids were zooming down the water slide. It was so quick. It wobbled from side to side and went up and down bumps. And then at the bottom, they came down into a giant pool. Sploosh! And inside the pool was a whole bunch of seals, dancing and singing and laughing together. There was music playing, and there even looked like there was party food on the side. The kids climbed out of the water. "Hey, welcome to the seal slide race," said one of the seals. "How did you get here?" "Well, we were up top and our swimming pool was all of a sudden empty of water, and so we came looking for it, and..." "Is this where all this water came from? Did you take the water out of our swimming pool?" I don't know, said the seal. We just press a big button and then all of a sudden it starts pouring out of this funny little hole at the top. It is the water from our pool, said Benji. Oh, sorry, said the seal. Well, seeing you're here, do you want to compete in our water slide events? Oh, okay, said the kids. How do we do it? Well, first event is the slide race. Does one of you want to enter that? Maybe me, said Benji. Okay, said the seal. Follow me. So Benji went with the seal and walked across to the side of the bottom chamber next to where the pool was. At the bottom, there was a little lift. Okay, what do we do now, said Benji. Press the button that says top. I can't quite read the letters, said Benji. They don't look like normal letters. Oh, it's this one here, said the seal. Oh, okay, said Benji. He pressed the button and it took them all the way to the top of the gigantic water slide. Now, this slide looked so much bigger than what Benji had first imagined. It turned out where they had jumped on was near the bottom. So, how do we race, said Benji. Well, everybody stands at this line here. And see that light up there? Yeah, said Benji. Well, this light will go red, orange, and when it turns green, we all jump in and try and race to the bottom. Okay, said Benji. I think I can do that. Are you ready? Said the seal. Yeah, said Benji. A whole bunch of other seals came and joined them at the top of the slide. Is everybody ready? Yeah, called all the seals. I think so, said Benji. All right, watch the lights, said the seal. He watched carefully. The lights turned red. Then they turned orange. And then they turned green. Beep! All the seals jumped into the slide. Benji was so surprised that he forgot to jump straight away. Oh, I better jump in, he said. He dove head first into the slide. The seals were zooming around, spinning around the outside of the slide, doing all kinds of spins and twists as they went down. Benji started zooming up behind them all. And Benji was very quick. He slid past the first two seals with ease and then started zooming up on a third. When he got to this one, Benji had an idea. He jumped up onto his feet and then stood on the seal's back. He pretended to surf it as they were going down. Wahoo! Said the seal. Yahoo! Said Benji. The seal zoomed faster and faster and Benji jumped off its back into a dive and zoomed past the next two. There was one seal in front of him as they came to the bumps. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and as he hit the last bump, Benji jumped straight over the top of the seal that was coming first and landed back on the slide, down to the bottom and the big jump into the pool. Splash! Benji was the winner. All the seals at the bottom started cheering and clapping together. They said. Benji was so happy. He was laughing and laughing. You did it, said Judah. You were the winner. Yeah, said Benji. That was so much fun. What's the next event? Well, said the seal, the next event is the tricks event. Oh, how does that work? Well, we have a different slide for that one, said the seal. It has a lot more jumps and all kinds of things. Do you think one of you would like to have a turn? Maybe me, said Judah. Okay, said the seal. Come with me this way. The seal took him to the other side of the chamber that had the pool in it down the bottom, and there was a different lift. Okay, said the seal. Press this button here. Judah reached up and pressed the button. Beep! And the lift took them all the way to the top of a different slide. Judah looked at this slide. Oh my, he said. Yes, said the seal. Doesn't it look amazing? Judah looked, and this slide seemed to have corkscrews and spins and all kinds of jumps. There was even big sections where the slide was missing. Are you sure this is safe? Said Judah. Safe? Said the seal. Who said anything about safe? Oh, well, how does the event work? Well, said the seal, once the light goes green, we go one at a time, and you have to do as many jumps and tricks as you can on the way down. Can I watch someone else go first? Sure you can, said the seal. I'll have the first turn. Is everybody ready? Yay! Cheered all the seals. When the light turned green, the seal jumped onto the trick slide. He started zooming down, and the way that he did spins and flips was amazing. Judah was so surprised. How does he do that? He twisted through the air. It was so graceful. He jumped over the big sections all the way down to the bottom where he splashed into the pool. Oh, he hardly even made a splash. It was like an amazing dive, thought Judah. How am I ever going to compete with that? Oh well, said Judah. I guess I'll just have to try my best. He walked over to the top of the slide. Are you ready, said the seal. I think so, said Judah. The light turned green. Judah went to step onto the slide, but instead of stepping on, he tripped. And as he tripped, he tumbled and spun and started spinning at the fastest rate anyone had ever seen. He was spinning so fast that it made him do flips through the air, zooming through the sky, jumping over the massive sections. He tumbled and twisted and turned and spun. The seals were amazed. None of them could even talk. They just stood and watched as he went over the entire slide, doing all kinds of tricks. He even flipped off the side of the slide at one point, jumped down a section to the next part and kept going. As he got to the bottom, he was still flipping and spinning completely unintentionally. He hit the last jump, and as he did 27 backflips into the biggest cannonball you've ever seen. It covered everyone in the bottom of the pool. They all laughed and cheered. That boy has to be the winner, cheered the seals. Judah laughed. I didn't mean to do any of that, he said. Who cares, said Benji. You still won. Well, said the seals, I think it's the time for the last race. Which race is that, said Benji. It's the 3-person team challenge. Okay, well, there's 3 of us. Josie, do you want to come? Of course I do, said Josie. So, what do we do for this one, said Benji. Follow me, said the seal. All the seals joined up into sets of 3, and they all walked across to a set of stairs. The stairs wound around and around and around the entire cavern, all the way to the highest of high points. The kids looked over the side. There was lots of different slides that all came off the top platform. How does this work? Said Benji. Well, you all sit together and you hold on to each other, and when the lights turn green, as a group, you need to get all the way to the bottom as quickly as possible. Okay, said Benji. Well, Josie, you sit at the front, then Judah, and I'll sit at the back. Good idea, said Josie. Yeah, good idea, said Judah. So they all sat down at their slide. Are you ready, said the seal. We think so, they said. They watched the lights. Red, orange, green. Beep! The kids slid onto their slide as quickly as they could. This slide was so steep. They picked up so much speed at the very beginning. I've never been this quick in my whole entire life, yelled Judah. This is scary, yelled Benji. Whippy! Yelled Josie as they got faster and faster and faster. The slide was very steep and very windy. They couldn't tell where they were coming. How does this end? Said Judah. I don't know, said Benji. Then they looked. All the slides joined together at the bottom. I think we're going to crash, said Benji. What? Said Judah. Whippy! Said Josie as she laid down, which made them shoot even faster. All the seal slides were about to join at the bottom, but Benji, Judah, and Josie burst through first onto the last jump and flipping through the air did a giant cannonball together into the bottom pool. And all the seals landed in around them. Hooray! They all cheered. You are the best water sliders we have ever seen. Now it's time for the pool party, they said. Hooray! Music started playing again, and all the seals danced and sang and bounced beach balls around with their noses. Benji, Judah, and Josie joined in for the fun and started kicking the beach balls around as well. Said Benji, it's probably time that we went back to our pool. Hey, can you put the water back for us? Of course, said the seal. Do you want to do it? How? Said Benji. Well, when we push this button, said the seal, as he pointed to a giant red button, that will shoot all this water back up into the pool. How do we get back up into the pool? Well, I guess just jump in the water, said the seal. Okay, said Benji. So, he walked over to the button and pressed it. Beep! The water started blasting. See ya, seals, he yelled. Yeah, bye, seals, said Judah. Thank you, said Josie, as they all ran and jumped into the water. The 3 kids got sucked up into a giant pipe that popped them back out into the main pool. And the pool slowly filled up with water again. The 3 kids were sitting in the pool splashing each other as their mum came over. "Have you kids been having fun?" said their mum. "Well," said Judah, "more fun than you would ever believe." And that is the end of our story. Today's story has been brought to you by Seal Slides. Want your own water slide in your backyard? Get a Seal Slide, because they're the only ones that can do flips and spins and all the fun things. If you'd like to support the podcast, head over to the webpage for more information. We can't wait to see you next time. This is a big thank you from the Seal Slide Company. And from me, Sam. We'll see you soon.